What's the difference between the weekly group discussions and the Doohickeys problem discussions? Initially, this can be a little bit confusing because you'll be completing both of these assignments with your same group, but they are different. The weekly group discussions are based on the teach one another aspect of the learning model. You'll be preparing some readings, usually a case, you'll be taking a quiz, and then you'll get together every week to discuss the case with your group. You'll have a leader who's part of your group who will lead that discussion, and you'll take turns being the leader. It'll look like this. You'll be on Google Hangouts, and you'll be able to see one another and talk to each other, and you'll complete that every week. When you've completed that assignment, one person, the person who served as the discussion leader, will complete a writing assignment, and that happens every week. So you'll take turns, in addition to being the leader, you'll take turns submitting a writing assignment. Unlike the weekly group discussions, the Doohickeys problem discussions do not take place every single week. So if you look in the iLearn course, you'll see that starting in week 2, you see plan ahead for Doohickeys problem. It isn't until week 5 that you'll see the actual assignment for the Doohickeys problem. The Doohickeys problem is a hypothetical situation of a company called Doohickeys that has numerous human resource problems. So what you'll be doing with your group every other week, starting in week 5, is working through the issues in this case based on the things that you have learned during the preceding weeks. So the things you've learned from your quizzes, the things you've learned from your weekly group discussions, and from your readings, you will be applying to this situation. So this is based on the Ponder and Prove aspect of the learning model, where you take what you've already learned, the principles about human resource management, and you apply them to this specific problem. Also unlike the weekly group discussion, the Doohickeys problem is more of a project. It's not a required discussion. So you can complete this using whatever format you like. You can use Google Hangouts, but you don't have to. You could also talk on the telephone. You could work by email. You could work using Google Documents. You can choose how your group will address this problem. And that's part of the human resource course, is learning a little bit about different ways that teams can work together and accomplish a task. So that's the difference between the Doohickeys problem, which is an ongoing problem that you'll work on all semester, but only every other week will you submit it with your group, and the weekly discussions, which you will be having with your group every single week throughout the semester.